Hello Glamour Ghouls and welcome back. If you are new here, my name is Midge Munster, and on this channel we do all things campy, kooky, glamorous, and spooky. Happy October 1st, everybody! It is officially Halloween season. I am so excited. And to kick off the first official day of Halloween, we are starting our Decorate With Me videos. Today's video is very special because I have never done this type of video before. Today's video is brought to you by Treetopia. I can't believe I'm getting to say those words. I have been such a fan of Treetopia for such a long time. I have always wanted to work with them and design a tree for them, and here we are. We're getting to do it today. I am so freaking excited. So if you've never seen Treetopia do this before, they will come up with some kind of theme for a Halloween tree design challenge and then gift creators a really awesome tree from Treetopia and then give us the opportunity to be super creative and come up with a really unique tree design that fits that theme. So their theme this year was I Put a Spell on You, focusing on witches and magic and that kind of feel. So when they asked me to participate, I knew exactly what I wanted to do. As many of you already know, because I've mentioned several times on the channel, my living room this year is going to be a full out Sleepy Hollow theme. I usually do kind of a little whisper of Sleepy Hollow here and there, definitely strongly suggested, but I knew this year I wanted to actually go for it and make it purposefully Sleepy Hollow heavy. So when Treetopia came to me with this witch theme, I thought, okay, hear me out. Katrina in Tim Burton's Sleepy Hollow is portrayed as a witch, as is her stepmother. That's the whole reason that the horseman comes back to life, is because Katrina's stepmom uses witchcraft to bring him back, and then Katrina tries to use witchcraft to protect everybody. So I decided to make what I am affectionately calling my Katrina. And yes, I do hate myself for that pun. Thank you so much. So the Katrina is going to be my first big project for the Sleepy Hollow living room. What you are seeing here and here are not my Halloween decorations. I mean, they are, but they aren't. This is, I am ashamed to admit, left over from the Spring-a-ween video. If you were here during that time, you will recognize this mantelscape. I just liked it so much that I never took it down. So. And then this jack-o'-lantern scape over here is actually what I brought out for my birthday at the top of the month, because I did a Halloween movie night and I wanted jack-o'-lanterns out and stuff. So this was just for fun. This is 6 months old. So these are not the decorations that will be the Sleepy Hollow theme. So we're gonna start with the tree and then we'll kind of build the room around it. This tree is huge. I'm so excited. It is sitting over here in a box. I don't know if you can see the box where you're at. So I'm going to unbox the tree and put it together first so we can we're gonna put it in this corner. If you've been around for a really long time, 3 years, then you'll remember I used to do my aluminum tree for Halloween. I would bring it out and I had I have Halloween shiny bright ornaments and stuff, and we would do a kitschy vintage Halloween tree. But this is going to be something totally different than anything I've ever done before. I've always wanted a black Christmas tree for Halloween, but they're typically pretty pricey, and it was always hard for me to want to spend that money when there were all these other decorations I wanted to get. But the great news is that Treetopia is currently having a 40% off sale on all Treetopia products, so you can get your own tree. They have all different sizes, heights, they have narrow trees, they have really wide trees, anything you could possibly want to fit your space, they have, and you can get it at 40% off on Treetopia's website. Plus, on top of that, you can use my code MidgeMunster15 off, like it's showing right here. You can get an additional $15 off of your purchase with Treetopia on top of the 40% off. So you can get your own Halloween tree just in time for Halloween, or use that code to go ahead and order your Christmas tree. If you want to do spooky Christmas, or if you want to do any type of Christmas, they have amazing trees for all holidays, all types of colorways. It's such a great place to get a tree, and they're really high quality and just beautiful. I cannot wait to show you what's in this box. So let's go ahead and open her up and get her assembled, and then we can start talking about my decor plan. Oh my gosh, y'all, are you ready? How freaking amazing is this? It's so huge. I cannot believe how big it is. Obviously, I am still like fluffing out the branches and things, but this is incredible. I'm so excited. Okay, so I'm gonna definitely keep like messing with all these branches, get it all nice and fluffed up so that all the like gaps are filled. But what I really want to do before we lose too much daylight is talk about the crafting portion of this, because for this tree I wanted to do a few little crafting projects to get it really like exactly how I want it, because this is probably not surprising, but there aren't a whole lot of like Sleepy Hollow specific tree decorations out there. So I have like a design concept of what I want to do with this bad boy, but that's going to require that we do a little bit of crafting, some witchcrafting, you might say. Can you tell I've been home alone all day and I'm getting weird? So the general design, we're gonna go with some black and white stripes, obviously, for Katrina's dress. We're gonna do some ribbons for that. Then I'm gonna be using a DIY recipe, that's not what it's called, instructions from Laura Lee, the Halloween collector over on Instagram. She made these really cool kind of Victorian medallion decorations for her fireplace this year. I'm gonna do a variation on that. This was like the first thing that popped into my head when I thought about doing a Katrina tree. And then I just have a few extra bits and baubles we're gonna plug in there. I cannot wait to see what it looks like all put together. But first things first, we need to make our medallions. So I'm gonna bring you with me over to the table and we are gonna get crafting. Okay, so I've got my little print offs here. I just went online and found some art of the thaumatrope from Sleepy Hollow. We're gonna cut these circles. It doesn't have to be precise because we're gonna cut them again. And then I'm gonna glue this down. Hot glue gun is all you need for this whole project, basically. Glue that down on the foam. If you're doing this the way I'm doing it and you want to make your own center out of some kind of picture or whatever, something specific, you will want to ground the paper on some kind of foam backing just to have some structure. Like you need that thickness to hold up the rest of what we're gonna add here. So there we've got our first center, and now you're going to take this crepe paper. If you guys watch What We Do in the Shadows, when Nandor calls it creepy paper. So you're gonna take your crepe paper and just cut a little strand of it, and you're gonna bunch it up, kind of gather it together like this, just kind of folding it over itself into like a little fan. And then when you have a good little piece of it here, you're just gonna put a dot of glue on the back of your centerpiece and glue this straight down onto there, and put your scissors on there so that you don't burn yourself. And so there you can kind of see you're making this little like ruffle border of crepe paper on the outside of your center. I have glue strings all over me. When Laura did this, like I said, I got this DIY from Laura Lee, the Halloween collector. And when she did this, she makes them two-sided, and she'll get little like felt cutouts from like the dollar store and stuff. Like she found these little felt jack-o'-lantern faces, and she'll just grab those and make those the center of her piece. And it turns out super, super cute. And she'll just do the border around the jack-o'-lantern or whatever, and then add the outside ruffle. And I think if I remember correctly, she made hers like double-sided because she hangs them from the ceiling and like her fireplace and stuff, and then they'll like, you know, dangle and spin around, but they'll be two-sided so you can hang them and they can spin and do whatever. Super cute idea. And I loved this for the Sleepy Hollow idea because it's very like Victorian looking. It looks like homemade old-fashioned decor. And I love that because it fits the time period for the piece too. So that's awesome. So this is what it's starting to look like. As you can see, it can be messy on the back. That's okay, we're gonna cover it. So then when you're finished, you have this kind of frilly little cute thing, this little center with these ruffles around it. And then we're gonna take our paper napkins and we're gonna accordion fold them. Front, back, front, back. And then you're gonna like fan them out like that. And then you're gonna staple the bottom here and make 4 of them total to make a circle. So 1 second, we'll do that. And then when you're all done, you staple the edges of the napkins together and glue it all to the back. And this is what you come out with. Aren't those beautiful? It's just like a little rosette, little cute, very dainty, pretty. And of course, like, yeah, are they made with napkins? For sure, but like, they're super easy to make, super cheap, and they look really, I think, really elegant and pretty. And then the one other little element I got to add to mine is I got this thin black ribbon, and I'm just gonna cut 2 pieces about this length and hook them to kind of the sides of the thaumatrope where you would put like the part that you spin it from, so that it has little strings hanging off that look like you could spin it. So now I just need to make like 9 more of these for the tree, and I will show you how we're going to use them. Okay, so now what I want to do to kind of start getting an idea of what this is all going to look like put together is I'm going to take this black and white striped ribbon. This is a thick ribbon with like a wire in it, and we're going to start kind of placing this around the tree, in the tree, and get kind of a feel for what that's going to look like. And then I'm hoping once I kind of see this on there, I'll know how I want to place the rest of everything. So let's get this on the tree. So this is where I've kind of landed for the moment. I think it's looking really nice. I've just kind of been setting those in there to kind of get an idea for what it's going to look like when it's all put together. So that's by no means final placement or where those are going to end up, but I just kind of wanted to get an idea of what it's looking like all together. I think it's going to look really cool. I put this ribbon all through there, and then I made that bow for the top of it to kind of mimic Katrina's bow in her hair. And then I've been making all of these, which I think are turning out really cute. I just think they're really fun and unique. And yeah, just kind of been kind of setting them on the tree right now just for somewhere to kind of store them and, like I said, kind of see how it's all coming together. I think a lot of what I'm going to be working on the rest of the evening isn't going to be super like interesting to watch, so I'm going to take a break here and I'll finish the rest of the thaumatropes and then kind of start placing them and filling in some empty spots, and then we'll come back tomorrow and see the reveal of the final tree all put together. So I will see you all tomorrow. Good morning. All right, so it is the next day. I do have to show off. Look what just came. I just got these in the mail literally like a couple minutes ago. They're these Headless Horseman earrings from Undoubtedly Mad. And I thought, well, boy, that sure is good timing. Okay, are you all ready to see the final tree? Ta-da! So here she is, all finished. I'm really happy with the way this turned out. It's not exactly what I had imagined, but I feel like given my time frame and what I had like available to me to use, I feel like I did a good job. So I ended up making a bunch of these little rosettes with the cardinal and the bird cage, and then I had a bunch of these skulls that to me look exactly like the horseman's skull, which is, if you've seen the Tim Burton movie, how the witch like controls the horseman as she uses his skull to get him to do her bidding. And then we've got our striped ribbon in here, and I made a big bow for the top to match Katrina's hair bow. I think overall this is really fun. I'm happy with how it turned out, and I love this tree. It's so beautiful and like so easy to like, you can really stick stuff in there and it kind of holds really well. It's very sturdy and just nice. So thank you so much again to Treetopia for sponsoring today's video and for sending me this beautiful tree. I cannot wait to see like throughout the years how I will be able to get creative with this and use it in different ways to make really, really cool trees for all different kinds of holidays. Remember that if you would like your own tree from Treetopia, they are running a 40% off sale right now. And then on top of that, with my code Midge Munster 15 off, you can get $15 additionally off your tree from Treetopia. I am actually headed out of town tomorrow and I will be gone through the weekend, so there may not be a video on Monday. We might go to a Wednesday upload next week just because I put out 3 videos this week and I want to actually enjoy my time out of town. But starting next week, we will be doing full living room makeover, full dining room makeover. We're gonna really get into all the decorate with me's and just have a really awesome time flooding the house with Halloween decor. And I think this was a really, really excellent place to start. So definitely stay tuned. If you are not already, be sure to subscribe to the channel before you leave today. I'm going to finish off today's video with a little bit of B-roll so that you can see the tree up close. So I will go ahead and sign off. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And until next time, keep it campy, kooky, glamorous, and spooky. Bye.
When the crypt doors creak and the tombstones quake,
Spooks and poppers wait and wait,
happy haunts materialize,
and begin to vocalize. Grim grinning ghosts come out to socialize.
now don't close your eyes and don't try to hide.
For a silly